Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is not an Arty, this is a Somua SM. It's the new Tier 8 French autoloader heavy, and this one is on Mountain Pass, as you can see that beautiful scenery in the background, and it's being commanded by the SaltyJedi himself. And yep, he's going to play this one. So I'll be very interested to see how he plays it, because I went out and bought one after I saw the last replay with the Somua in. I was so impressed with the way that it shredded enemy tanks to pieces. I thought, oh, I've got to have one of them. So much fun. Well, looks like the chassis design is very similar to that of a 40-ton, but slightly meatier. It's got 5 shells in the magazine, and it uses the standard 100mm gun that you'll find on the 40T, but with 5 shells it can do a lot more damage for each magazine, and it takes the same amount of time to load as the 40T does. Okay, well, the enemy's first turned up, and it's an LTG making its way up the ice road, and a T-37 was spotted on the other side of the bowl. Now Salty is making his way down the Western Pass alone at the moment. The others are holed up having a look at the enemy across the bowl. I don't think that'll worry SaltyJedi that he is all alone. With a gun like that, he can perfectly go defensive if he needs to, but at the moment I don't think he needs to. And the only problem we've got really is that an ISM has been spotted round the corner, and they are pretty tough little tank destroyers. Or is it a tank destroyer, the ISM? Well, that's a Tiger P, and look at the way he's just carving his way straight through that tank. And another one right into his rear, and a third, and that tracks him, and that one finishes him off. Now look at that, a heavy tank wiped out with 1 magazine. He's 1,300 hit points off that go, and he's not even started. Not even by any inkling has he started at the moment. Look at this. Here he goes, getting ready to shred that ISM. It's going to be a little more difficult to do because that's a tougher beast. The Type 64 is moving ahead. Actually, the ISM is a heavy tank. Now, let's see how he does with this heavy tank. First shot goes in. Second is bounce. Third to bounce. Going for the mantlet. He's going for the cupola now. Gets that one in. One more round in, and he gets it. 319. So that's what? 3 of the shots landed out of the 5, and it was just under 900 hit points overall. That is, in fact, actually, it's over 900 hit points. What are you talking about, Nigel? Get it right. 904 hit points off that 1 magazine. That is absolutely astonishing. Okay, now somebody was seen over that corner. It's an IKV. Here he is. Okay, let's see him be destroyed in 2 shots, and an IKV's gone down. Oh, that's just so embarrassing, isn't it? Mind you, the IKV is tier 6, and this is a tier 8 heavy. And to do that to a tank is pretty awesome. Okay, still got 3 rounds. I don't think he wants to pop a reload. You might as well use those 3 rounds. I know some people like to pop a reload. I actually have done that, I must admit. Sometimes on my 40T I will pop a reload even though I've only used a shell, a single shell, because if I can perceive that the enemy is going to be, I'm not going to be in contact with the enemy for enough time, I might as well have a full magazine the next time I go round into contact with them. Oh, he's got 2 tanks he can hit there. Well, he's going after the T-37, and he's been wiped out with 1 shot, and now he's going to shred that SU-100, and he's got him with 2 shots. Now he's got a reload. 271 and 309 off those 2 hits. 580 hit points off 2 shells. Wipes out that SU-100. Now he's just rocking backwards and forwards, waiting for the reload to go through. He's got 3 kills already. 3,500 hit points of damage. But this is what we've come to expect of the Somua SM and a good player like Salty, who can actually put it into effect. He can show what it's made of. Okay, this ISM is going to now find out. All lower plate. No, he bounced too. And that time he gets it. 305 hit points. He's out the game. Go for the T28. And he doesn't even need to go for the weak points. He can just carve straight through the thing. And that one's out the game. That's his 4th kill. Now, lining up one more? No. There's no more there to kill. But there's 3 enemies made their way around to the cap. Oh, I think Salty's wants those kills. And they are capping. Now, Salty's not the closest. The Lorraine is, and unfortunately he's just about to get bum rushed by a T150. And he didn't have the sense to dive over the edge of the cliff and run around the corner, which is what I've done in the past. If I've got a heavy coming up behind me, I'll run away. Especially if you've got a fast tank, or fast SPG like a Lorraine. Right, well, the T150 wasn't in the cap, but he will be very shortly. And once they've got 2 in the cap, this is going to make this difficult. It's currently 116 for them to complete, and we've got 2 in the cap at the other end. Well, that means we're definitely going to win. But we want those kills. And one of them's pulled out of the cap. In fact, I think both of them have pulled out the cap. The T150 is going up on the hill. The T26E4 came out of the cap and is now engaging the AMX AC46 and the Hellcat. Well, the Hellcat's going to be in trouble. I don't think he's going to be able to stand that Patriot, or is that Super Pershing Road, not a Patriot. So that's why he's at the back. And they're both backing away, but Salty's not going to back away. He's going to go straight in and put 5 shells into the enemy. First shot goes in, hits home, 542, 326, 461, and the tank's down. Then the T150, 308 and 556, and wipes him out. And now it's just that Lorraine 15551 who will be running away as fast as he can because he knows what's coming. So now Salty's got his top gun, and I suspect he's got a high caliber as well. And there's the Lorraine. He's trapped between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Does he face the T-34, 35? No. Well, he's been taken out by the T-34, and the battle is over. And Salty hardly has any damage at all. 1 shell through the center, a bounce or 2, and that's it. My God, what a battle. It just proves that this Somua SM is a real monster. Something you must have in your garage. And that, surprisingly, is only a first class. And the reason is I think every player who's good, who's got one of these, is playing his heart out in it and really enjoying it. And that's why the standard is so high. So it's only a first class tanker. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points of his own vehicle. He got a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive hits on the enemy. He got a duelist for killing 2 tanks that damaged him during the battle. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits during that battle. He got 6 in total. He got the high caliber. He did get the most damage in the battle, as well as the top gun for getting at least 6 kills. And yes, that's exactly what he did, 6 kills. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, 25 shots fired, 24 direct hits, 21 penetration. Shows the power of that 100mm gun. He did damage of 5,635 hit points, of which 489 were at a distance of more than 300 meters. He received 4 hits, 2 were penetration, 2 were non-penetration. Now, if that was the 40T, all of them would have penetrated the tank, but because it's the Somua, they didn't. 2 of them bounced. He blocked damage of 540 hit points from those 2 bounces. He also spotted 1 enemy vehicle. He damaged 8 of the enemy and killed 6 of them. And he did damage assistance of 345 hit points. On a premium account, Salty did 141,902 credits. He also completed the mission for an extra 10,000 credits, and he got compensation for damage caused by his allies of 1,772 hit points, and that must have been a stray shot that hit Salty, but that's a huge amount. And so his grand total came to 153,673 credits. But the repair costs and the ammunition resupply, and the ammunition is really cheap. It's only 1,000 credits around or thereabouts. And so he took home a total of 124,140 credits from just one battle. That's it, 124,000 credits from one battle. That shows why this tank is such a really good tank, because if you want to run an account, you can have as many tier 10 battles as you like. Just run this one tier 8 heavy, and you can earn all the credits you need to run all the other battles. It's a bit like the ELC Evan 90, where you can make extremely high numbers of credits from very, very little effort indeed. He earned 2,250 experience points. He had ×3 for the first victory of the day, and he earned a mission completion reward as well as a premium tier vehicle reward, bringing his grand total to 8,100 XP off one battle. That's bound to make his experience jump, by his experience level jump by a whole percentage point. And he also received 2 bonds during that as well, for the high caliber and the top gun. So epic battle there, Salty. I'm surprised that you only got a first class, but I suspect that is because so many people bought the Somua that it's now being played massively by everyone who got one, and they've raised the standards so high that you really do have to get a really big battle in order to win hard, because you did a win 8 of 9783 off this battle, and that's a very good battle, but that is only a first class in this game. So you'd have to really do something phenomenal to ace this particular tank now, but just goes to show how much fun it can be. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.